Let me tell you about Mama Emika. Not your regular landlady. Not the kind who just collects rent and minds her business. No, Mama Emika was a different breed entirely. The kind of landlady that made tenants pray to God every morning just to survive another day in her house. Her real name was Mrs. Beatrice Okonkwo, but everyone called her Mama Emika, after her only son who lived abroad in Canada and never visited. Some people said he ran away from her wickedness and never looked back. Can you blame him? Mama Emika was 58 years old but looked older, much older. Years of bitterness and wickedness had carved deep lines into her face. She was a heavy woman, the kind of heavy that came from eating well while her tenants starved. Her skin was dark brown, and she kept her hair in short, uneven gray locks that she never bothered to style properly. Her face was round and puffy, with a wide, flat nose that flared when she was angry, which was always. Small, suspicious eyes that were almost black, always narrowed, always watching, always looking for a reason to cause trouble. Her lips were thick and permanently turned down in a scowl. She wore the same type of outfit every day. Old, faded wrappers tied around her thick waist, and loose stained blouses that had seen better days. On her feet were always those brown rubber slippers that slapped loudly against the ground when she walked. Slap, slap, like a warning that she was coming. Mama Emeka owned a Face Me I Face You compound on a diagonal street in Lagos. 10 rooms, all packed with struggling families trying to make ends meet. And she ruled that compound like a dictator, like a prison warden, like someone who enjoyed watching people suffer. The rent was due on the 1st of every month, not the 2nd, not the 3rd, the 1st. And if you were even one day late, Mama Emika would lock your door with a padlock so heavy you'd think she was securing Fort Knox. Mama Emika, please, my salary hasn't come out yet. Just give me till Friday. Get out of my sight. You think this is a charity organization? 1st of the month means 1st of the month. I don't care about your salary. And she would lock your door right there with all your property inside. Your clothes, your children's school uniforms, your food, everything locked inside while you stood outside begging. But that wasn't even the worst part. Mama Emika had rules. So many rules that living in her compound felt like living in a military barracks. No noise after 8 p.m. If your child cried at night, she would bang on your door and threaten to increase your rent. No visitors on weekdays. If someone came to see you on a Tuesday, she would chase them away like they were thieves. This is not a hotel. You want to bring your boyfriends and girlfriends into my compound? Tufiakwa. No cooking after 9 p.m. She said the smoke disturbed her sleep. Never mind that some people worked late and came home hungry. No washing clothes on Sundays. That was her holy day, even though she never went to church. No children playing in the compound. This is not a playground. Keep your useless children inside. The bathroom and toilet situation was even worse. 10 rooms sharing 2 bathrooms and 2 toilets. And Mama Emika would time you. If you spent more than 10 minutes in the bathroom, she would bang on the door like police raiding a crime scene. What are you doing in there? Having a party? Come out now. The tenants lived in fear. Constant, exhausting fear. They tiptoed around, whispered instead of talked, and counted the days until they could save enough money to move out. There was Baba Soon, a 52-year-old mechanic with graying hair cut very low, a lean face with high cheekbones, and tired brown eyes that had seen too much struggle. He wore the same blue overall every day, stained with oil and grease. He had been living in the compound for 8 years, and in those 8 years, Mama Emika had locked his door at least 30 times. There was Mama Tolu, a 35-year-old petty trader with her hair always braided in simple cornrows, a thin face with a pointed nose, and sad hazel eyes. She was small and slight, always wearing cheap Ankara gowns and a wrapper. She had 3 children, and Mama Emika accused them of making noise constantly, even when they were sitting quietly doing homework. There was Brother Jide, a 29-year-old struggling artist with long dreadlocks tied back, a narrow face with a sharp jawline, light brown skin, and intense dark eyes behind wire-rimmed glasses. He always wore jeans and graphic t-shirts splattered with paint. He tried to paint in his small room, but Mama Emika said the smell of paint was disturbing her and threatened to evict him. There was Sister Ada, a 41-year-old nurse who worked night shifts. Her hair in a short, practical, natural cut, a square face with a broad nose, dark skin, and exhausted brown eyes. She wore her nurse uniform most days, white and blue scrubs. She would come home at 7 a.m. after a long shift, desperate to sleep. But Mama Amika would bang pots in the corridor cleaning and make sleep impossible. All of them, all 10 rooms of people, they suffered. They endured. They prayed for a miracle. And then one day, the miracle arrived. Her name was Kioma. Kioma arrived on a Saturday afternoon in a taxi packed with her belongings. She was 33 years old, average height, with smooth dark brown skin that seemed to glow with health. Her hair was cut in a short, stylish tapered cut that framed her oval face perfectly. She had a straight, elegant nose, full lips that were quick to smile, and the most striking feature, her eyes. They were a rare light brown, almost amber, sharp and intelligent, the kind of eyes that saw everything and missed nothing. She wore a simple but well-fitted navy blue dress that stopped just below her knees and comfortable black flats. Small gold hoop earrings and a delicate gold chain around her neck. She looked put together, professional, like someone who had her life figured out. The other tenants watched from their windows and doorways as she paid the taxi driver and began unloading her things. Not much, 2 suitcases, some bags, a few boxes. She was traveling light. New person, Mama Tolu whispered to Baba Soon. She doesn't know what she's walking into. Should we warn her? And say what? Baba Soon shook his head sadly. That she should run? If she's here, it means she has nowhere else to go. Just like the rest of us. Double quotes. Mama Amika emerged from her own room on the ground floor. She had heard the taxi and came out like a shark smelling blood. You, new tenant, she barked, her voice loud and harsh. Kioma turned, and for a moment, just a brief moment, the tenant saw something flash across her face, but then she smiled. A polite, pleasant smile. Good afternoon, Ma. Yes, I'm the new tenant. Kioma Nwosu. We spoke on the phone about the room. I know who you are. Did you bring the rent? First month, last month, an agency fee. Plus deposit for electricity and water. All together, 85,000 naira. Cash. Yes. Ma, I have it. Kioma reached into her handbag, a simple black leather bag, and pulled out an envelope. She counted out the money right there, neat bundles of crisp notes. Mama Amika snatched the money and counted it herself, her thick fingers moving quickly. When she was satisfied, she grunted. Your room is number 7, upstairs. I'll show you the rules. Follow me. As they walked through the compound, Mama Amika launched into her speech. The same speech she gave every new tenant. Her voice loud enough for everyone to hear, like she was making an announcement. No noise after 8 p.m. No visitors on weekdays. No cooking after 9 p.m. No washing on Sundays. No children playing in the compound. Bathroom time is maximum 10 minutes. If you are late with rent even by 1 hour, I will lock your door. If you break any rule, I will increase your rent. If you don't like my rules, there is the gate. Nobody is forcing you to stay here. Do you understand? Yes, Ma, Kioma said sweetly. I understand perfectly. They reached room 7. Mama Amaka unlocked the door and shoved it open. The room was small, very small. Maybe 10 by 12 feet. No fan. The floor was bare concrete, cracked in several places. But Kioma just smiled. No problem at all, Ma. This is perfect. Thank you. But Kioma just smiled. No problem at all, Ma. This is perfect. Thank you. Mama Amika looked almost disappointed. She wanted a fight. Wanted someone to complain so she could flex her power. But when she didn't get it, she just grunted again and left. As soon as Mama Amaka was gone, the other tenants approached cautiously. Sister, welcome, Mama Tolu said softly. My name is Tolu. I'm in room 4. If you need anything. Thank you, Kioma said warmly. I'm Kioma. Nice to meet you. Sister, you seem like a nice person, Brother Jide said, pushing his glasses up his nose. So I have to warn you. That woman, Mama Amika, she's not normal. She's going to make your life hell here. We've all suffered. Some people couldn't take it and left after just 1 month. Is that so? Kiyoma's amber eyes glinted with something unreadable. Well, I'm not like some people. I don't run from problems. But sister, Baba soon started. Don't worry about me, Kiyoma said, her smile never wavering. I'll be fine. I can handle Mama Emika. The tenants looked at each other doubtfully. They had all thought the same thing when they moved in. They had all been wrong. But there was something about Kiyoma. Something in the way she carried herself. Something in those sharp amber eyes. Something that made them wonder if maybe, just maybe, this time would be different. That night, as Kiyoma unpacked her few belongings, she heard Mama Emeka banging on someone's door downstairs. Mama Tolu, your children are making noise. Do you want me to throw you out? Keep them quiet or I will increase your rent. Kiyoma heard the sound of children crying. Heard Mama Tolu's voice, trembling and apologetic. Kiyoma stood at her window and looked down at the compound, at the peeling walls, at the overflowing gutters, at the broken tiles, at Mama Emeka standing in the middle of the courtyard like a warlord surveying her territory. And Kiyoma smiled. Not a nice smile, a dangerous smile. Oh, Mama Emeka, she whispered to herself. You have no idea who you've just let into your house. The first few days were quiet. Kiyoma kept to herself. She left early in the morning around 7, dressed in business attire, carrying a professional-looking bag. She would return around 6 p.m., greet everyone politely, and go straight to her room. She followed all of Mama Emeka's rules perfectly. No noise, no visitors. Cooked before 9 p.m., kept her bathroom time under 10 minutes. She was the model tenant. Mama Emeka was almost disappointed. She liked breaking people, liked making them suffer. But this new tenant was giving her no opportunities. Too quiet, Mama Emeka muttered to herself. Something is not right about that girl. Too quiet. On Thursday evening, 5 days after Kiyoma moved in, something happened. Mama Emeka was in the compound, sweeping as usual, though sweeping for her meant moving dirt from one spot to another, while complaining loudly about how dirty the tenants were. Kiyoma came home from work, and as she was climbing the stairs to her room, she greeted Mama Emeka. Good evening, Ma. Mimi Emeka grunted without looking up. Kiyoma continued up the stairs, but then she stopped and turned back. Ma, I wanted to ask you something. The window latch in my room is broken, and there's no fan. I was wondering if you could fix the window and maybe install a small fan? I'll pay for the fan myself. I just need you to arrange for someone to install it. The compound went quiet. Everyone who heard this stopped what they were doing. They knew what was coming. Mama Emeka straightened up, her face already twisting with anger. Fix what? Install what? You just moved in 5 days ago and you're already making demands? It's not a demand, Ma. Just a request. The window is broken, and the heat in the room. If you don't like the room, there is the gate. Mama Emeka's voice rose. I didn't beg you to come and live here. You saw the room before you paid your rent. Now you want me to start spending my money fixing things for you? Who do you think you are? I don't care. You think I have time to be arranging installations for you? You're not special. All of you tenants, you're all the same. Always complaining. Always wanting something. If you want a fan, buy it and install it yourself. If you want to fix the window, fix it yourself. But don't come here disturbing me with your wahala. Kiyoma stood there on the stairs, and everyone waited for her to back down, to apologize, to scurry away like everyone else did when Mama Emeka raised her voice. But Kiyoma didn't move. She just looked at Mama Emeka with those calm amber eyes and said, Okay, Ma, I understand. I'll handle it myself. You better! Mama Emeka snapped. Nonsense! The other tenants were disappointed. They had hoped maybe this new tenant would stand up to Mama Emeka. But no. She was just like the rest of them, defeated by the landlady's wickedness. But that weekend, something interesting happened. With a shaved head, a round friendly face, and a thick build. He wore brown work clothes and carried a toolbox. His name was Mr. Femi, a handyman known in the neighborhood. Good morning, he called out. I'm looking for Miss Kiyoma in room 7. Kiyoma came out, smiled and shook his hand. Mr. Femi, thank you for coming. Let me show you what needs to be done. Mama Amika came out of her room like a bomb about to explode. What is this? Who is this man? What is going on in my compound? Good morning, Ma, Kioma said politely. This is Mr. Femi. He's going to fix my window and install the fan I bought. Like you said, I should handle it myself. You can't just bring workers into my compound without asking me. But Ma, you said I should fix it myself. That's what I'm doing. Ma, with respect, I'm paying rent for this room. I need the window fixed for security and I need a fan because of the heat. You said you wouldn't do it, so I'm doing it myself. Mr. Femi will be done in a few hours. Mama Emika's face turned dark with rage. Her small eyes narrowed to slits. Are you arguing with me? No, Ma. I'm just explaining. The tenants watched this exchange with wide eyes. No one had ever stood their ground with Mama Amika like this. Not with arguments or disrespect, Kioma was being perfectly polite. But she wasn't backing down either. Mama Amika was so angry she was shaking. But she couldn't find a good reason to stop the work. Kioma wasn't breaking any rules. She wasn't making noise or bringing visitors. Fine, Mama Amika finally spat. But if anything goes wrong, if anything breaks, if there's any damage, you will pay for it. Mr. Femi did his work. He fixed the window latch, installed a small ceiling fan, and even plastered a few cracks in the wall without being asked. The whole time, Kioma sat on her doorstep, reading a book, calm as anything. Mama Amika watched from below, her arms crossed, her face like thunder. When Mr. Femi finished, Kioma paid him, thanked him, and he left. The fan worked perfectly. The window closed properly. The room was instantly more livable. That evening, Mama Talu came to Kioma's door. Sister, you were so brave today. The way you stood up to Mama Amika. I didn't stand up to her, Kioma said with a small smile. I just did what she told me to do. She said to handle it myself. So I did. But the way you talked to her, most people would have been too scared. Kioma's amber eyes sparkled. Fear is a choice, Sister Talu. I choose not to be afraid of bullies. I think Mama Amika is used to people being afraid of her. Once you stop being afraid, a bully loses their power. Mama Talu shook her head in wonder. You're different, Sister Kioma. I can't wait to see what happens next. Kioma said thoughtfully, looking down at the compound where Mama Amika was still pacing, muttering to herself. Yes, I think things are going to get very interesting around here. The next incident happened 2 weeks later. It was a Wednesday evening, around 7 p.m. Kioma came home from work to find Mama Amika had locked Baba Soon's door. The old mechanic was sitting outside his room, his head in his hands, looking defeated. What happened? Kioma asked. Baba Soon looked up with tired eyes. Rent, I'm 3 days late. My customer hasn't paid me yet for the work I did. I explained to her, but she doesn't care. Now all my things are locked inside. Even my work tools. How much is the rent? 15,000 naira. Kioma nodded and went downstairs to where Mama Amika was standing in the compound, arms crossed, looking triumphant. Ma, good evening. What do you want? Mama Amika's tone was hostile. She had been waiting for an opportunity to clash with Kioma again. I wanted to ask about Baba Soon's rent. What about it? He's late. I locked his door. It's my right as landlady. Yes, Ma, but he said his customer hasn't paid him. If he doesn't have his tools, he can't work. If he can't work, he can't get money. If he can't get money, he can't pay you. So by locking his tools inside, you're actually making it harder for him to pay you. Mama Amaka's eyes narrowed. Are you teaching me how to run my property? No, Ma. Just making an observation. Well, keep your observations to yourself. If Baba Soon wanted his things, he should have paid on time. Rules are rules. Okay, Ma. Kioma reached into her bag and pulled out her wallet. She counted out 15,000 naira and held it out. Here's his rent. Mama Amika stared at the money. What? Baba Soon's rent, 15,000. I'm paying it for him. Now you can unlock his door. You're paying his rent? Yes. Is there a problem? Mama Amika was so surprised she didn't know what to say. No one in this compound helped each other. Everyone was too busy trying to survive. This had never happened before. He needs to pay me himself. But the money is the same, isn't it? 15,000 naira is 15,000 naira. Whether it comes from Baba Soon or from me, it's still rent paid. Mama Amika snatched the money, her face twisted with confusion and anger. Fine, but don't think this makes you special. And Baba Soon better pay you back. That's between me and Baba Soon, Ma. Not your concern. Mama Amika unlocked Baba Soon's door, still muttering angrily. Baba Soon came down the stairs, tears in his eyes. Sister Kioma, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I will pay you back, I swear. When you can, Baba Soon, no pressure. We're neighbors. We should help each other. That night, the tenants gathered quietly in Brother Jaid's room, something they rarely did for fear of Mama Amika's rules about visitors. Did you see what Sister Kioma did today? Mama Tolu whispered. She paid Baba Soon's rent. Sister Ada said, still shocked. Just like that? Who does that? Someone who doesn't follow Mama Amika's playbook. Brother Jaid said, a smile playing on his lips. I'm telling you, there's something different about that sister. But Mama Amika is going to come for her. Baba Soon said worriedly. You know how she is. She doesn't like anyone disrupting her control. Sister Kioma is making her look bad. Good, Brother Jaid said. Someone needs to make her look bad. For years we've all been suffering. Finally, someone has the courage to stand up. But what if Mama Amika throws her out? Mama Tolu asked. On what grounds? Sister Ada said. Sister Kioma pays her rent on time. She follows all the rules. She's not doing anything wrong. She's just not afraid. And that terrifies Mama Amika more than anything. They were right. Mama Amika was terrified. For the first time in 15 years of being a landlady, someone wasn't cowering before her. Someone was challenging her authority not with disrespect or rule breaking, but with calm, polite defiance. And Mama Amika didn't know how to handle it. 2 days after the Baba Soon incident, Mama Amika decided to reassert her authority. She made a new rule. That Friday morning, she called all the tenants together in the compound. Everyone assembled nervously, wondering what fresh wickedness she had cooked up. Mama Amika stood in the middle of the compound, her arms crossed, her face set in its usual scowl. I have a new rule, she announced. From today, all tenants must pay an additional 2,000 naira per month for compound maintenance. The tenants gasped. Mama Tolu raised a trembling hand. Ma, but we already pay for refuse collection and water. Did I ask you to speak? Mama Amika snapped. I said compound maintenance. The compound is dirty. The gutters need cleaning. The walls need painting. Someone has to pay for it, and it won't be me. So all of you will contribute 2,000 naira every month, starting today. But Ma, Baba Soon said carefully, you can't just add charges without notice. I'm the landlady. I can do whatever I want. This is my property. Actually, you can't. Everyone turned. Kioma had spoken. She stood at the back of the group, her arms by her sides, her face calm. Mama Amika's eyes widened with rage. What did you say? I said you can't just add charges without proper notice. According to the Lagos State Tenancy Law, I don't care about any law. Landlords must give tenants at least 30 days notice before implementing any new charges or rent increases. And any maintenance charges must be reasonable and clearly documented. You can't just demand 2,000 naira without showing us what it's for or giving us notice. The compound went dead silent. No one breathed, no one moved. Mama Emeka's face turned purple. She looked like she might explode. Are you a lawyer now? You think you know the law? I'm not a lawyer, Ma. But I know my rights as a tenant. We all do, or we should. Your rights? Your rights? Mama Amika was shouting now. I will show you your rights. Get out! Pack your things and get out of my compound. On what grounds? I don't need grounds. This is my house. Actually, you do need grounds. Kioma's voice remained steady. You can't just evict a tenant without proper reason. I've paid my rent. I haven't broken any rules. You have no legal basis to evict me. Legal basis? I'll show you legal basis. Mama Emika stormed toward her own room. I'm calling the police. We'll see who knows the law. Please do, Kioma said calmly. I would love to discuss tenancy laws with the police. I'm sure they'll be very interested to hear about the illegal charges you've been collecting, the rent receipts you never provide, and the damaged deposits you never return. Mama Emika froze at her door. She turned slowly. The other tenants were staring at Kioma with a mixture of awe and terror. Who was this woman? Where had she come from? What are you talking about? Mama Emeka's voice was lower now, uncertain. I'm talking about the fact that you've been running this compound illegally for years. No proper receipts, no tenancy agreements, no documentation of any deposits, just your word against ours. Which might have worked when everyone was too scared to challenge you. But I'm not scared, Ma, and I know my rights. Mama Emeka's face had gone from purple to pale. You think you're smart? I think I'm informed. There's a difference. I don't care how informed you think you are. This is my house, my compound, and I say you all will pay 2,000 naira for maintenance. Then give us 30 days notice in writing, show us a breakdown of costs, and provide proper receipts. That's how it works legally. I don't have to give you anything. Then we don't have to pay you anything beyond our agreed rent. It was a standoff. Mama Emeka and Kioma, staring at each other across the compound. The wicked landlady and the fearless tenant. Finally, Mama Emeka said, Fine. You want to play lawyer? We'll see. We'll see how smart you are when I make your life miserable here. I know how to deal with troublemakers like you. I'm not a troublemaker, Ma. I'm just a tenant who knows her rights. There's a difference. Mama Emeka stormed into her room and slammed the door so hard it shook the whole compound. As soon as she was gone, the other tenants surrounded Kioma. Sister, are you crazy? Mama Tolu whispered frantically. You just declared war on Mama Emeka. She declared war on all of us years ago, Kioma said calmly. We just didn't fight back. But she make you suffer. She make all of us suffer. Only if we let her. Kioma looked at each of them. Listen, all of you. Mama Emeka has power over us only because we give it to her. Because we're afraid. Because we think we have no choice. But we do have a choice. We have rights. We have the law on our side. The law? Babasoon shook his head sadly. Sister, this is Nigeria. The law doesn't always work. Then we make it work. Together. How? Brother Jide asked, genuinely curious. First, we document everything. Every illegal charge. Every threat. Every violation of tenancy law. We keep records. We collect evidence. And when we have enough, we report her to the proper authorities. And what if that doesn't work? Sister Ada asked. Kioma's amber eyes glinted. Then we have other options. But trust me, Mama Emeka is more afraid than she's letting on. Did you see her face when I mentioned receipts and deposits? She knows she's been operating illegally. She knows that if the right authorities started investigating, she'd be in serious trouble. So you're really going to take her on? Mama Talu asked, hope creeping into her voice. I'm not taking her on. We are. All of us, together. If we stand united, she can't touch us. But if we stay divided and afraid, she keep terrorizing us forever. The tenants looked at each other. For the first time in years, they saw something they hadn't seen before. Hope. I'm in, Brother Jide said, pushing his glasses up. I'm tired of living in fear. Me too, Sister Ada said firmly. And me, Babasoon added. One by one, they all agreed. Even timid Mama Talu, who had never stood up to anyone in her life, nodded with determination. Okay, Kioma said with a smile. Then let's show Mama Emeka what happens when tenants stop being victims and start being a community. Mama Emeka's revenge came swiftly. The next morning, she turned off the water to the entire compound at 6 a.m. right when everyone was trying to get ready for work. Mama Emeka! The water is off! People shouted from their rooms. She emerged from her room with that wicked smile on her face. Yes, I know. The water pump is spoiled. I need money to fix it. Until you people contribute for repairs, There will be no water. But Ma, we have work. We need to bathe. Not my problem. You want water, you pay for repairs. 5,000 naira from each room. The tenants were in a panic. They needed water. They had jobs to get to, children to send to school. But then Kioma came downstairs, already dressed for work, looking fresh and clean. Good morning, everyone, she said cheerfully. Sister Kioma, how did you bathe? Mama Tolu asked. There's no water. Oh, I filled some buckets last night. I suspected something like this might happen. Mama Emeka's face darkened. This girl was always one step ahead. And don't worry about water. Kioma continued. I've already called a water vendor. He'll be here with a tanker in 30 minutes. We can all buy water from him at normal rates, not 5,000 naira per room. What? Mama Emeka sputtered. You can't bring water vendors into my compound without my permission. Why not, Ma? There's no water because the pump is broken. We need water to live, unless you want to fix the pump yourself. I told you to contribute, and I told you that you need to give us proper notice and documentation. Until you do that, we'll make our own arrangements. The water vendor will be here soon. Anyone who needs water can buy from him. Problem solved. The tenants almost cheered. Mama Emeka's plan had been ruined before it could even work. When the water vendor arrived, a cheerful man with a large truck, everyone bought water at fair prices. Kioma had already negotiated a discount for bulk purchase. Mama Emeka was so angry she locked herself in her room for the entire day. But she wasn't done. Oh no. She was just getting started. The next attack came 2 days later. Mama Emeka called the electricity company and claimed the compound was stealing electricity. PHCN came and disconnected the entire building. What is this? The tenants cried. We've been paying our bills. Mama Emeka shrugged. PHCN said there's illegal connections. Until they investigate, no electricity. Not my fault. The compound was plunged into darkness. No lights, no fans, no way to charge phones. And in Lagos heat, it was torture. But once again, Kioma was prepared. That evening, she came home with a generator, not a big one. Just a small portable generator. Sister Kioma, where did you get that? Brother Jide asked. Borrowed it from a friend. We can all pool money for fuel. It's not perfect, but it's better than sitting in darkness. They set up the generator in the compound, and several tenants ran extension cords to their rooms. It was noisy and the fuel was expensive, but it was something. Mama Emeka came out when she heard the generator running. You can't use generators in my compound. It's against the rules. Which rule? Kioma asked. I've read through all your rules. There's nothing about generators. I'm making a new rule now. No generators. Then restore our electricity. I didn't disconnect it. PHCN did. Yes, after you called them with false reports. I spoke to the PHCN people. They said someone from this address filed a complaint. Strange, isn't it? The only person who would benefit from us not having electricity is you. Mama Emeka's face twitched. You have no proof. Actually, I do. The PHCN officer gave me a copy of the complaint. It has your name on it. Would you like to see it? Mama Emeka's mouth opened and closed like a fish. She hadn't expected this level of organization. You think you're so smart, she finally shouted. But I own this house. I can make your lives miserable in 1,000 different ways. And we'll find solutions to 1,000 different problems, Kioma said calmly. How long do you want to keep this up, Ma? Wouldn't it be easier to just follow the law and be a fair landlady? Fair? You want fair? Mama Emeka's face was twisted with rage. I'll show you fair. All of you. Just wait and see. She stormed back into her room, and the tenants heard her throwing things around, cursing and muttering. Sister Kioma, Mama Tolu said nervously. I think you've really made her angry now. She's going to do something terrible. I can feel it. Let her try, Kioma said. But there was something in her amber eyes, a hardness that hadn't been there before. I've been waiting for her to show her true colors. The angrier she gets, the more mistakes she makes. And when she makes enough mistakes, we'll have everything we need to finish this. Finish this how? Baba soon asked. You'll see, Kioma said mysteriously. Just trust me. And whatever happens next, don't back down. We're in this together now. 3 days later, Mama Amika played her final card. She hired thugs. 4 rough-looking men who showed up at the compound one evening, blocking the gate. Nobody leaves or enters this compound until you pay Mama Amika what you owe, the leader announced. He was a massive man with tribal marks on his face, wearing torn jeans and a stained tank top. The tenants were terrified. This was beyond rules and laws. This was violence. This was danger. Mama Amika stood behind the thugs, smiling triumphantly. Now let's see how smart you people are. You want to challenge me? This is what happens. Pay me 5,000 naira each for water, 5,000 for electricity, and 2,000 for maintenance. That's 12,000 naira. Each room, now. Ma, this is illegal, Brother Jide protested. You can't hire thugs to threaten us. Illegal? Who's going to stop me? You? The lead thug stepped toward Brother Jide menacingly. That's when Kioma came home from work. She stopped at the gate, saw the thugs, and sighed. Really, Ma? Thugs? This is your solution? Yes, and if you don't pay, these men will make sure you regret it. Kioma looked at the lead thug. What's your name? He looked surprised to be addressed directly. F, what's it to you? F, do you know who hired you? This woman, the landlady. She paid us to collect her money. Did she tell you she's breaking the law? That hiring thugs to extort tenants is illegal? Bet you could go to prison for this. F shifted uncomfortably. She said these people owe her money. We don't owe her anything except our regular rent, which we all pay. She's trying to charge us illegal fees. And she's using you to do it, which makes you accessories to extortion. Look, lady, we're just doing a job that could land you in prison. Kioma pulled out her phone. I've been recording everything since I got here. Every word, every threat. And I'm about to call the police. When they arrive, I'll show them this video. So you have a choice. You can leave now and pretend this never happened. Or you can stay and explain to the police why you're helping someone commit extortion. F looked at his friends. They looked nervous. Mama Amika panicked. Don't listen to her. She's bluffing. She won't call the police. Won't I? Kioma's finger hovered over her phone screen. Want to test that theory? Wait! F held up his hands. Look, we don't want police trouble. We're just trying to make money. If this is some illegal business, we're out. You can't leave, Mama Amika shrieked. I paid you. Sister, we don't do police business, F said firmly. He and his crew walked out of the compound quickly. Mama Amika stood there, abandoned by her thugs, facing Kioma and the gathered tenants. You've ruined everything. Mama Amika's voice was shrill. This is my house, my property. You have no right. Actually, a new voice spoke from the gate. She has every right. Everyone turned. A man stood at the entrance. He was about 55, tall and distinguished looking, with salt and pepper hair cut short, a long face with a strong jawline, dark skin, and sharp brown eyes behind expensive glasses. He wore a well-tailored gray suit and carried a briefcase. He looked like money, like authority. Who are you? Mama Amika demanded. The man smiled. My name is Barrister Okonkwo, and I believe you know my daughter Chioma. The compound erupted in gasps. Kioma's father? Alauya? Kioma smiled at her father. Daddy, you're late. Sorry, Nwum. Traffic was terrible. He turned to Mama Amika. Mrs. Okonkwo? You're an Okonkwo too. Mama Amika looked confused. Yes, though we're not related. I've been reviewing the case my daughter has been building against you for the past month. And I must say, it's quite comprehensive. Case? What case? Barrister Okonkwo opened his briefcase and pulled out a thick folder. Let's see. Illegal charges, extortion, failure to provide receipts, failure to return deposits, harassment, intimidation, unlawful eviction threats, destruction of tenant property, and now, he held up his phone. Hiring thugs to extort money. Quite a list. Mama Amika's face went ash gray. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I think you do. He turned to the tenants. My daughter has been documenting everything since she moved in. Every illegal act, every threat, every violation of tenancy law. All recorded, all documented, all dated. She's been gathering evidence. The tenants looked at Kioma with new understanding. She hadn't just been standing up to Mama Amika. She'd been building a case, the whole time. Why? Mama Talu asked. Why did you do all this? Kioma turned to her neighbors. Because I'm not actually looking for a place to live. I work for the Lagos State Ministry of Housing. We've been receiving complaints about illegal landlords for years, but we never had enough evidence to act. So I volunteered to go undercover. To live in problematic compounds and document the violations firsthand. You're from the government? Baba Soon's eyes widened. Yes, and Mama Amaka's compound has been on our radar for years. Multiple complaints from former tenants, but no one was willing to testify because they were afraid. So I moved in to see for myself. And you've all helped me build an airtight case. Mama Amaka's legs gave out. She collapsed onto the ground. No, this can't be happening. Barrister Okonkwo continued. Mrs. Okonkwo, you have two options. 1. We take this to court. You'll face criminal charges for extortion, harassment, and multiple violations of the Lagos State tenancy law. You'll likely lose your property and face prison time. 2. You agree to our terms. You return all illegal deposits, you reduce rents to fair market value, you stop harassment, and you run this compound according to the law. You'll be monitored for the next 2 years to ensure compliance. And if I don't agree? Mama Amika asked, but her voice was broken. Then I'll see you in court. And trust me, you won't like the outcome. Mama Amika looked around at the tenants she had terrorized for years. They were all watching her, and for the first time she saw what she had never seen before. They weren't afraid. She had lost. I agree, she whispered. I'll follow your terms. Good. Barrister Okonkwo pulled out another document. Sign here. This is a legally binding agreement that outlines your obligations. With shaking hands, Mama Amika signed the document. 6 months after that evening, the compound on Ajegunle Street was unrecognizable. The walls had been painted. The gutters were clean. The bathrooms and toilets had been renovated. There was now a generator for the whole building, managed fairly. Water ran regularly. The rent had been reduced to reasonable amounts. And Mama Amika? She was still the landlady, but a changed woman. Quiet, humble, following every rule. The Ministry of Housing sent inspectors every month to check on conditions. She didn't dare step out of line. Kioma had moved out, of course. Her job was done. But she visited sometimes, checking on her former neighbors. On one such visit, the tenants threw a small party to thank her. You saved us, Mama Tolu said, hugging Kioma tightly. We were suffering for so long, and you saved us. I didn't save you, Kioma corrected gently. You all saved yourselves. You just needed someone to show you that it was possible to fight back. That bullies only have power if we give it to them. But you risked so much, Baba Soon said. Living here, dealing with Mama Amika's wickedness. It was worth it, Kioma said, smiling. Besides, I've learned something important from all of you. What's that? That everyday people, ordinary people like you, are stronger than you think. You all survived years under Mama Amika's rule. You raised your children, went to work, kept your dignity. That's real strength. I just helped you recognize it. Brother Jide raised a glass. To Sister Kioma, the tenant who finally gave the evil landlady what she deserved. To Sister Kioma, everyone echoed. Later that evening, as Kioma was preparing to leave, Mama Amika approached her. The old woman looked smaller somehow, diminished. Miss Kioma, she said quietly. Can I talk to you? Of course. They stepped aside from the celebration. I want to say, I'm sorry. For how I treated everyone. For how I treated you. Kioma studied her. Why did you do it, Ma? Why were you so wicked? Mama Amika sighed heavily. My husband died 15 years ago. Left me with nothing but this property and a son who ran away to Canada and never calls. I was angry, bitter, and I took it out on everyone around me. I told myself I was just being a tough landlady, but the truth is, I was a bully. And bullies are just people who are hurting inside and don't know how to deal with it. At least you understand now. I do. And I want to thank you. You could have destroyed me completely, taken my property, sent me to prison. But you gave me a chance to change. Why? Kioma thought about it. Because destroying you wouldn't have helped anyone. But changing you? That helps everyone. Including you. Mama Amika nodded, tears in her eyes. I have a lot to make up for. Yes, you do. So start now. Be the landlady these people deserve. I will. I promise. As Kioma left the compound that night, she looked back one last time. She saw the tenants laughing and celebrating. Saw children playing in the courtyard, something that had never been allowed before. Saw Mama Amika sitting quietly on her doorstep, watching the celebration with a small, sad smile. Sometimes, Kioma thought, the best victories aren't the ones where you destroy your enemies. They're the ones where you turn your enemies into better people. The evil landlady had finally met her match, and in the end, everyone won. The lesson: if you're facing a bully, whether it's a landlord, a boss, or anyone else who abuses power, remember Kioma's approach. Know your rights, document everything, stand firm with respect, build community, and never, ever let fear control you. Because bullies only have the power you give them. Take that power back, and watch them crumble.